Welcome to this postgame media edition of Talking Hoosier Baseball. Today is Saturday, October 4th, 2025. Indiana and Ball State had a late back-and-forth affair Friday night in 14 innings of baseball. The Cardinals came out on top 18-13. Indiana used a lot of pitchers in one or fewer inning stints, but leaned largely on the returning sophomore class for key positions in the field. Head coach Jeff Mercer met with Chris Feeny and me following the game.
First off, Coach, thanks for your time. A long night. We're approaching midnight here at Grand Park. I know a lot of Hoosier fans right now, they're focused on Signetti and the football team, but a lot of hard work goes into the fall for the baseball team. What'd you hope to learn from a scrimmage like this with Ball State?
I really just wanted to try to get a chance to get everybody in there, especially the young arms. And so we held 3 or 4 of the older guys out, just trying to get everybody in today and let those guys get worked up. And we wanted to try to get exposure for a lot of those guys on the mound. And then we wanted to try to be a little bit more dynamic on the bases. And some of it worked and some of it didn't. And I wanted to let a lot of those older position players kind of play. You know, a lot of them guys, we're still a young group, and so you have to play. So that was kind of our 3 or 4 main things, is to try to get all of our arms in there from those younger guys and let them throw. Try to let the sophomores play as long as they could. And then try to really run the bases and try to be aggressive and kind of push the tempo and the pace there with some of the new school leads. And so we accomplished all those things. Some of it obviously was really good. There's some really bright spots in there, Kellen English and several, Javi Carrera, and some of those guys were really good. And, had some good at-bats in there. And then some of those that, some of the mishaps on the bases, just trying to kind of push the tempo and do those things. So overall, a successful day from that standpoint. But certainly a long one too after that. It was good.
Michael Sarhat really seemed to be a power on the mound. Had batters looking, silly, honestly.
Yeah.
What'd you like about him on the mound?
Yeah, it really is. It's a very difficult angle. A lot like Senard, not quite the stuff, but that really over top slot. The fastball really carries. The breaking balls are really good, and he's pitched in a lot of big games. He's been the back end guy the last couple of years, and so has been in the fight. So it was good to see him really be effective, similar to Jacoby and Bergman as well. Those guys were really effective, and the stuff was good. So I was really happy to see that from them.
And you mentioned Javi Herrera, right?
Yeah.
Starting the inning off, hitting the guy in the head. I mean, but he kept his poise.
Yeah.
Great inning from him. And with the strike him out, throw him out, what'd you like from him on the mound?
Yeah, I first of all hope that the kid's okay. And Rich is a great friend. I hope he's okay. But I told him after the inning, you'll never forget your first pitch of your college career, but then we'll never forget how you responded with the strike him out, throw him out to finish the inning, and the way you shut it back down. So that's hard to do as a young guy in your first college outing. You hit a guy, he's got an electric arm, and then to settle back in and then to get 3 outs before they score a run, and then to finish it with the strike him out, throw him out on a breaking ball was really special. So we kind of shared that, not a laugh, but the kind of the positivity of that moment. Again, hoping that he's okay and everything's fine. But yeah, that's kind of part of the growing pains of letting those guys go in there. And he's super talented. He's going to be a great player, but you got to let him get through it. And he did a great job. He settled back down, because that could have obviously kind of rattled both of them, and he didn't let that happen.
And it definitely fired up the crowd. Another thing that fired up the crowd, I don't want to pronounce his name wrong, but his brother, Davian Herrera, the home run. What do you like about his bat?
Well, he's really developed quickly. Davian's a great kid. He's worked really hard. He's a great athlete. He's made a bunch of swing changes in the last couple of weeks, and he's been like a sponge and been very coachable. And so even the last few days, we pulled his hands up and away from his head, trying to clear it better so we could hit the ball high to his pull side, and just trusting to be on time to a fastball in the middle. But then if the guy hangs a breaking ball, your barrel will release and you'll get it up, and it happened.
He
right
sure
away.
did.
And he did a great job, and walked in his next at bat. So he's going to be a great player, very, very talented, a great kid, hardworking. And so both of them, their careers are a great family, and to have both of them have a great night was
wild
super exciting.
Back-to-back innings like that was fun.
Right, back to back. That's right.
As far as the infield, we saw, the three regulars. And then Aiden Stewart at second base. Does that seem like something that maybe we're going to work him out there?
Yeah. Stewie at second. And then, Mateo did a good job. He hammered that ball.
He crushed that one.
Yeah, he's a very talented kid. So, Aiden's he's steady. He's calm. Plays really good defense. He took care of the ball really well tonight. He had the one that really, the top spin kind of bounced away from him. But took care of the ball, dutiful at bats, had a couple of hits, a couple of walks. So, a good player. And then you're trying to get Mateo to be able to play all three infield spots, and we bounced him around a lot, try to give the other guys a breather. But Aiden's a really good player, and brings a steady influence. Has been through it as a senior, and just a kind of a veteran bat and a veteran defender.
As far as getting on base, Cole Decker seemed like they couldn't keep him off base tonight.
Yeah.
Is he going to be more of the outfielder, more prominent playing time?
Yeah, he can really defend. He and Krause can really go get it. But the outfield's kind of up for grabs a little bit. Hogan did a really good job catching, but plays a good outfield, and then Cal Gates came in and did a good job for us as well, and Davian can go out into the outfield also. So, but those guys, with Decker. He's had a hand injury, missed a couple weeks, but has been back the last week or so and had a couple hits, had a couple of walks. Expanded on some full count off-speed pitches, which happens when you haven't played a ton. But can really, really run, can really go get it. He's a guy that it's going to need to be able to steal some bases and bunt a little bit, but is a lot like Nick Mitchell. Very Nick Mitchell physical ability. Just a little bit longer of a body type, so he's got a chance to be a really special player too.
You talk a little bit about the depth of your catching core.
Yeah, TJ is tremendous. Hogan has caught really well. Joe came in there at the end and caught, but Miles and Owen over as well. So we got 5 or 6 guys that can go in and do it. I think right now Rick has got hit in the hand. So yesterday was his first day released. So I didn't really want to push it too much. I want to give him a few at-bats, but I didn't want to push it defensively. But I think right now probably, TJ and Hogan and Ricky are probably the 3 guys as of today. And then TJ can really shut a game down. I mean, he's as good as it gets defensively, catching, throwing, calling a game. But I thought Hogan caught really, really well. He's improved a ton. So kind of those 2 or 3 guys up top. But we do have depth there, and will allow us to pinch hit and then get some guys in and out and move guys around as the season kind of plays itself out, pinch hits and right and left and all those different things. But our catching core was a focal point for us to make sure we had the depth there for now, but also into the future, and that group's going to be good.
Indiana hosts Xavier in the second and final fall exhibition versus outside competition. The game is scheduled for Sunday, October 19th at 1 p.m. The game is free and open to the public. See you at the Bart.